U.S. military officials are exploring various options to target drug traffickers in Venezuela, with potential strikes within the country's borders, possibly starting in a matter of weeks. NBC News, citing 4 sources familiar with the ongoing discussions, report that plans are being considered that focus mainly on drone strikes targeting members and leaders of drug trafficking groups as well as drug labs. The sources also mentioned that these strikes could potentially take place in Venezuela within the coming weeks. However, they noted that U.S. President Donald Trump has not yet given approval for any action to move forward. Any strike inside Venezuela would represent a sharper turn in the Trump administration's use of force against purported drug targets, escalating tensions with the country's leadership. According to Trump's post on Truth Social, the U.S. military recently targeted at least 3 boats from Venezuela, which were allegedly involved in transporting narco-traffickers and drugs. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has repeatedly refuted any role in drug trafficking, insisting that the U.S. is engaged in efforts to destabilize his government. According to the U.S. military, at least 8 ships with more than 4,000 personnel have been deployed to the region, with F-35 fighter jets also dispatched to Puerto Rico. In parallel, the MV Ocean Trader, a covert forward operating base for U.S. Special Operations, has been observed in the Caribbean. The 633-foot MV Ocean Trader, rarely seen outside the Mediterranean or West Asia, is a mobile base that can house nearly 160 military personnel and a crew of up to 50. It has provisions for 45 days at sea and is also equipped to launch and recover helicopters, drones and small boats. The ship also carries combatant craft assault boats for SEAL team operations and includes secure communication suits for handling top-secret intelligence. Now, both Russia and China, longtime allies of Venezuela, have responded sharply to the growing tensions in the Caribbean. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, following his meeting with Venezuela's Foreign Minister at the UNG on Friday, condemned the use of force against sovereign states and asserted Russia's full support for Venezuela. While China, on the other hand, warned that U.S. actions in the waters of Venezuela threaten freedom of navigation. Beijing also expressed its opposition to any efforts that disrupt peace and stability in Latin America and the Caribbean. Now, the U.S. actions against Venezuela have also raised concerns among its allies in the region. Cuba has condemned the recent strikes on Venezuelan boats, calling them a threat to the entire continent and further pledging support in the event of a conflict. Meanwhile, Nicaragua has accused the United States of attempting to steal Venezuela's oil reserves, citing the deployment of warships in the Caribbean.